Hello there. Welcome to our podcast, Africa to the World, where we tell African stories to transform people's lives. I am Yvonne.
And I'm Shami.
And we are your hosts. So, in our last episode, we were talking about partnering in purpose with Moses. And today we want to continue in the same thread of talking about partnering in purpose. But before we get there, I just want to take a moment to just celebrate that we've done 10 episodes this far. Shamiso, how do you feel about that?
It feels good. It's like something's finally
Yeah,
working.
it is, right? We're moving in the right direction. We're so excited to be doing this, and we're so excited to be telling African stories. And today with us, we have Comfort and Andrew Tasaranago, who are going to be telling us their story about partnering in purpose. So we're so excited to have them on board with us today because they have a group that they manage called Andy and Comfort Love Demystifiers that talks about all things relationships in terms of those who are married and those who are single and how the two of them have partnered in purpose to help us, demystify the issues about love. Welcome, Andy and Comfort.
Thank you, Vovo. Thank you for having us. It's our pleasure.
Thank you, Yvonne and Shami. We are so excited.
Awesome. So they call me by Vovo, my nickname. So if you hear Vovo, they're just referring to Yvonne. Don't worry about that. Okay. Over to you, Shamisa.
Thanks so much, guys, for coming through. We're so excited to hear what you have to share. And we are going to jump right in. I would like to know about you guys briefly and how you met.
Okay. Like you won't say it, we are Andrew and Comfort. We call ourselves AndyComfy Love Demystifiers. We are strong believers in successful relationship, in successful marriages. As you know, like nowadays, most people they don't believe in long-term relationship, like in commitment. But we do believe, and we still believe that there is one person, your soulmate, who is just out there, who is just waiting for you. So basically, how we met, we were going to the same church. I remember it was in 2012. It was our church anniversary, and we were preparing for our church anniversary. So there was this brother Andrew. I just knew him as brother Andrew from church. So he was selling T-shirts for that particular anniversary, for the anniversary celebrations. So I had quite a tiny body, and I couldn't find a T-shirt, and he was so concerned and so worried, and he went out of his way to look for a T-shirt just for me. So to me, that was a tick, because the way that he was so concerned and the way that he was just looking out for me, um, to me it was like, yeah, this is the kind of guy that I would love, because he was so caring, he was so every day calling. And now you see, I was just wondering to say, is it still about the T-shirt? Because every day he was just calling to check on me, reassuring me that he was gonna get a T-shirt for me. So that's how we met. And one thing led to another. We continued chatting until we just fell in love. So basically, that's how we met.
That's so cute. And I want to hear from Andrew. When did she catch your attention? Was it because of the t shirt incident, or had you been eyeing her already?
Oh my God, you are taking me back. I'm so excited. Basically, I think it was the issue of a T-shirt, but I was like doing like wholeheartedly, not knowing that she is also eyeing on me. So basically, I'm that guy who is sort of caring. I make sure that whatever I do it wholeheartedly. So I wanted her to make sure that she finds what she wants. But in the process, of helping her, I'm seeing no man. this girl is quite a pretty girl, and she started, taking my attention, and I fell in love. So that incident, when I was still looking for a T-shirt, I just fell in love. I couldn't resist.
So that's a tip for the gents out there. When you do something wholeheartedly. It may get you your wife. So how long did you guys date?
So we started dating it was in June because the anniversary was in May. I remember the day that I said yes, it was on the 12th of June. I don't forget that day. It was on the 12th of June, 2012. Then we dated 2013 and got married in the 2014 August 2014. So it was a year and a half.
Amazing. And I'm so honored to be able to share your journey with you because I was at school. For those who don't know, I was at school with Comfort and Andrew. Although Andrew was at a different university, I was at the same university with Comfort, and we're doing the same program. And it's so beautiful to have shared your journey and being a bridesmaid at your wedding. And before we go any further, I just want to say happy 8th anniversary. They celebrated the anniversary a few days ago. That's amazing, guys. 8 is a wonderful number. I mean, you're going strong, isn't it, at 8?
Yes,
It
yes,
feels
yes.
like we are still starting, like we are still enjoying. Yo. My God, what a journey!
My goodness, that is amazing. You guys are so much fun. I'm so honored to be part of your wedding. You guys, your love story is just so beautiful. So I just want to take you on another tip. So tell us, you started the initiative, or should we say the group, and Andy and Comfy, the Love Demystifiers, soon after your marriage, right? So with that group, what really inspired you starting that journey of you helping people to find love, and how is it important for people to actually, find true love according to your understanding?
I like I always say to Andy that you are the love doctor. You know, he loves people who are in relationships. He loves people to get in relationships, even at church, the boys and girls. He wants to counsel them. He wants to guide them in terms of a relationship. So I think that's what motivated us to start that group and the Campy Love Demystifiers so that we could also help a brother out there. We could also help a sister out there who doesn't believe in true love, who doesn't believe in soulmates.
Mm-mm. So basically, to just add on what Comfort is saying, another thing that we also had in mind, I thought, no, man, let's say if we see people who are in relationship and they want to get married, we can also help them to plan a wedding, sort of. So that was something that was in the mind. Although because of my busy schedule, we couldn't like do it as per what we were planning. But basically, we love to see people in relationship. We love to see people happy. We love to see people, just smiling at each other. So basically, that's what motivated to start that group.
Oh, amazing, man. You're like a helping hand to someone who's stuck and thinking, how do I do relationships? And how best do I find my life partner? So, can you say that the both of you agree that this is your purpose and this is your purpose as a couple and this is the journey that you guys are walking in? And if it is so, then how then do you want to take this through onto the next level, and how important is it for the people that you are helping to, like, demystify issues around love relationships? How important is it for them to find a purpose partner like the two of you have found in each other?
You see, as we go forward, we were thinking, though, like what you say, to say our busy schedules are just withholding us, but we are believing in the near future we are going to take it to greater heights, as we were intending to also start a foundation towards that. Just a peek in the future. It's still in the pipeline. It's not yet finalized, but we are intending to start a foundation, and I can say it's one of its own kind towards that cause, because we also want to take it further so that people, they can, like, what can I say? I'm just trying to look for the right words to put it across. Because in this foundation, we are intending to say, let's say, for example, I can just give an example to say, we believe in saying, to boost up your relationship, you have to go out, you have to take your partner out and stuff like that. So our foundation is going to go towards a cause of helping people who can't, who think to say, for you to take your friend to take your other half out, you have to fork out money. For you to do a romantic engagement, you have to fork out money. So in the near future, we are working on a foundation towards that, just to help our fellow brethren, just to help others who need to spice up their relationship. So they might be financially incapable of doing that. So we want to start a foundation towards that. So it's something that I have never seen, but we are working towards that. And what we have to.
We love things, Shamiso and Vovo. We love things. In my language, we say it in order zine. So we are outgoing people. We want, to go out to have fun, So basically, the foundation is sort of going there, whereby we help people in a relationship to go out, and it's not all about just being indoors or just being busy. But in your busy schedule, you also need to create time to go out. So basically, that's the line of the foundation, whereby we encourage couples, people in relationship, to go out, enjoy themselves. It can strengthen our love. It has helped us a lot.
Amazing. In your own words, what kind of challenges have you experienced in helping couples? What are the general challenges that people have in terms of finding love and finding the right partner, and partnering with that person is specifically walking towards a certain cause? I like the fact that you guys are taking this to the next level, building a foundation to help couples that are upcoming and showing the means and ways that they can keep the relationship interesting. What are the challenges you face with couples you engage with?
Okay, basically, the challenges that we have seen so far is people, they don't have time for each other. People, they love each other, but they don't have time for each other. But now, for you to strengthen your relationship or your marriage, you need to make sure that you set aside time for your partner. So that's the another first challenge that I can say we have picked up, that people, they don't have time for each other, and they don't play with each other. So basically, that's what I've picked so far. And also another challenge is some people, they want to do right thing, they want to go out, but they think it's expensive. It's all about having a lot of money. But it's not about having a lot of money. You can just go, just take a walk, go to the beach and come back. So I've seen that people, they just think that it's all about money, but it's not all about that.
Yes, yes. And the other challenge that couples do find is, most people, I can term it, they are kind of selfish. So now, when you are in a relationship, it needs you to be selfless. So the challenge that most couples they face is, they can't compromise for each other. My needs, they have to come before the needs of my fellow. So like in a relationship, it's all about meeting other, it's all about meeting other halfway. It's all about not being selfish. It's all about looking out for your other half, looking out for your needs, looking out for your wants, especially as ladies. So men, they have to understand that, to understand that also, as a lady, it's not only that I've got needs, I also have got wants. So that compromising, that meeting each other halfway, it's quite a challenge in most of the couples, or in most of the relationships that we have come across.
Yeah, and also to add also on that for Yvonne, it's also communication. People they don't communicate in a marriage, in a relationship. You need to communicate. When you are not happy, you need to tell your partner, "I'm not happy." If you are, you have got a challenge, just communicate. Communication is there's too much barrier in communication in relationship in marriages which make it difficult. People they start thinking that maybe my partner is thinking this way while it's not thinking that way. So it's all about communication as well. It's quite a big challenge that we have seen that is faced by many couples and people in relationships.
Right, right. You guys pointed out two very important things for me. Comfort, you talked about people being selfish and that we need to be selfless because love is selfless in its own entity. And Andrew, you talked about communication, which is a very big factor that even when people are just basically dating, those are the biggest issues that personally, from my own personal journey and experiences, communication is always a thing that comes as if it's a barrier or it comes as if it's something that people are just failing to do or are not willing to participate in. And in understanding love is selfless, is that how we then to understand that we are sharing something with someone and it being selfless is not always about me. Like you rightfully said, I need to listen to what my partner wants. I need to listen to what they need. I also need to give and also take, and they also need to give and also take from me.
8 years on, you guys sound very, very happy. You sound like you've been enjoying life so much. So, what would you say to those people who are feeling very discouraged? They've been trying this relationship thing for years, it's not working, and they're now in that space where they're like, well, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it's not for me.
Okay. Maybe what I can say to the people out there is you make your partner the best. There is no like the right person or Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, but you teach one another. You learn together, you grow together, and then at the end of the day, you have the final product that you want. So it's all about making your partner the best that you want. So you find out that if you don't make your partner the best, you think maybe this one is the best, you go for that one, you go for that one, but you make whatever God has given you the best, and indeed you enjoy it.
Yeah, because like marriage or a relationship is two imperfect people that are joined together to try and come up with something that is perfect. So you will see, Ugutim, if I want Andy to be, because the problem is most people they want Andy to be John, so they compare their spouses or they compare their partner to someone else. So in that, on its own, it's sort of a demeaning factor on Andy. So what if I want Andy to be what I want him to be? It's me who is going to mold him. It's me who is going to help him. So like this other day, I was just laughing with Andy and telling him to say, "Ash, people when they see you now, ladies when they see you now, you are dressed well, you are well groomed. They thought that you were just born like that, but they don't know that there is a lady who is going way out." To try and make Andy to be what she wants Andy to be. And also, if they see me, they'll say, "Oh, this is a perfect lady. She's well groomed." But who did that? Who did that grooming? Who behind the doors? There is someone. So we have to perfect each other. Like I say, that we are imperfect. So we work on perfecting each other. We work on helping each other. If I see that there's something, just like something like silly, like eating, like there are people who eat with their mouths open. And now it's me and this partner, that must not put me off, because all of us, we know we have got weaknesses, we've got our shortfalls. So it's me now, the partner, who works and helps Andy to overcome like his shortfalls or his weaknesses, to make them a strength. Like they say, behind every successful man there's a woman, and also behind every successful lady there's also a man behind. So marriage, it's so much fought by the devil. That's the realistic, that's there to say. The devil doesn't want to see people to be happy. He doesn't want people to be in a relationship. He want people to be out of relationships, committing adultery, committing all those things. So I can say to the people who are out there who don't believe in a successful marriage, to say, try and bring God in your relationship, because for us to be where we are, it's been God through and through. If you have God in your relationship, it really works, it really makes a difference.
For your own information, Vovo and Shami, I didn't know how to even wear clothes. I think Vovo, you know it if you want to be honest. But somebody has to come to say, no, this is how you wear, this is how you do things, this is how, and then I learn. So I must have also a teachable spirit. Ego doesn't pay. If I want to say I'm a man, I'm not going to listen, then it will not work. But now somebody's come and say, no, this is how you eat. You don't eat like this. Then I start learning. So now at the end of the day, people, they just think that no, this person was just he started at this. He started high, but it's not like that. Somebody has to wake you to be the best. If I see Yvonne with the makeup, like the other day, I saw I think you were interviewing, or you were just encouraging. It was a Tuesday encouragement that you normally do. I say, "Kavi, I saw Yvonne with the makeup. Please, can you go and do that makeup? So it's something that you just need to copy from somewhere, bring it home, and it's us who make things work.
Not to go look for it.
No, 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 no. You bring it home.
Oh man, I love your energy, guys. I love your energy. I love your energy. When you were speaking, I just remembered something from Miles Monroe. Miles Monroe was talking about marriage being an action whereby the husband is Adam, who is the gardener, who is then put in a garden. He's supposed to nurture the garden. He's supposed to do everything that he needs to do to make sure that the garden is maintained. So it just supports everything that you were saying right now. That he works the garden, you work your wife, you improve your partner, you help them out to be the version that you want them to be. You expose them to things that maybe they are not exposed to. You enlighten them and educate them in a loving way that the next person doesn't feel offended. Instead, they grow with you, and that's, for me, that's just amazing. Hearing you guys say that is just amazing and true. Knowing the two of you from back in the day and seeing you guys, how your relationship is flourishing, truly, truly admire what you guys are doing. When I look at you guys, I'm like, oh my gosh, these people, you're like my favorite couple for my age group, I'm trying to say. And you show us the simplest ways of us just engaging in relationships. And the fact that you guys have partnered in helping other people, that's just amazing. As we are talking about partnering in purpose, that's just amazing.
Speaking of partnerships, so it's been 8 years, and Comfy and Love Demystifiers was birthed, I guess, pretty much 8 years ago. Since then, are there any other activities that you've started together?
Yeah, we can say everything. We have started everything together. There are a lot of things that we have started together. Like ever since we got married, we have started our own accounting firm. We have partnered in that. We work together day in, day out. We have got a very successful accounting firm. So it's one of the things that we have partnered together, being married, being a spouse, working together to achieve something.
Actually, we are always together. We are always together. So from home we go to work, from work we fetch kids, and then so basically we do everything together. We go to work together. She is my secretary. All our employees, they go via her. She's my PA. She's my personal assistant. She's my everything. She's everything.
Yeah, so we can. That's why I was saying we just partner in everything. Everything that we do it together. We can't spend time or days apart. We are just like friends.
Yeah.
So now I actually want to know, you guys seem to be very, very big on doing things together. When you were thinking about marriage or when you were thinking about the type of person you want to get married to, was the issue of partnering together on different projects a factor? Is it something you thought about at all, or you just kind of happened to fall into it and found that, oh, wow, we work really well together?
I think we didn't think about it. To be honest, it was not something that was in the box. But when we were in it, like it just started to happen. It just started. It was just automatic. Like I even for example, let's say she's home, the kid is not feeling well. Like it will be difficult for me to work without her. It's just like that. It's just like that. So it came after we got married. We cannot let each other go.
So, on your bio for Andy and Comfy Love Demystifiers, you talked about issues of compatibility. How can we say that this influenced your decision, maybe Andrew, to decide that Comfort was your compatibility partner, that you were compatible with Comfort and she was the one for you? How did that help in assessing what was the common things that bring you together and the things that you then want to do in the future? How important was that for you before you made the big decision to ask her to be your wife?
Okay, I'm just thinking of there's this cartoon called Hotel Transylvania. They talk so much about they call it a zing. So what matters most is a zing. So the zing is the language to describe like the spark that happens between maybe a boy and a girl. So I think that's enough. The rest you work it out as you go. As long as there is a zing between the two of you, then the rest you just have to work it out with the compromising, with the communication.
Yeah, because when you meet your partner or your person, your heart will tells you that this is the person. Your heart will tell you you have this conviction that this is the right person. This one is my soulmate. Then after that, now you then start working now on your relationship to make it to become what you want to be. So basically, you are convicted. There's this inner conscience that will tell you this is the right person.
How easy is that for many of the couples you've been engaging with to know that? Because half the time, the heart wants what it wants sometimes, and we ignore that inner conviction or I would say, the unction of the Holy Spirit telling you that no, this is right or this is not right. What's it like with the couples you've been engaging with? What have they been talking about? The same things that you guys talk about, that it was an inner unction, it was an inner conviction that, you know what, I felt it in my heart, that I want to marry this person. But also, what is the challenge with those matters of the hearts? Because sometimes our hearts can be deceiving, aren't they? Sometimes.
What I've realized is it's like a plant or like a seed. When you bury it and when it sprouts, if you don't water it, it's gonna die. So it's the
Right.
same with a relationship. The conviction might be there, the zing might be there, but now if you don't nurture it, it's gonna die. If you so by nurturing it, I go back to my issues of if you don't commit to each other, if you don't compromise for each other, that's the most challenge. Like I was saying, and I will keep on hitting on it to say people are we most people they are selfish to say they don't want to compromise just the basic stuff. If Andy had a vision when he was a boy, and I have a vision, when we come together, we now have to sit to say, okay, how do we align our vision so that we go on together? Now, if Andy comes to say, okay, I'll stick to mine, and I'll say, I'll stick to mine, you will see that we will tend to go in different directions. So that compromising issue, that meeting each other halfway, that finding common ground is the most challenge that most relationships are facing, and that's why they are dying.
Yeah, and also to add on that, the inner conviction might be there, Yvonne, but sometimes, it's being fought by the devil. We are believers, we are Christians. We believe that if something good is about to happen, there's always some challenges. The devil will try to fight it. So sometimes you see that people have maybe did not marry their Mr. Right because they didn't realize that there was a devil was fighting. And then when a relationship is being fought, then basically it will not work. So it's the conviction will be there, but there are some also challenges that you need also to open your eyes, spiritual eyes. You need to pray about it, and then it will work.
Right, right. So, what would you guys say would be the best advice you can give someone who's trying to demystify right now, or a young couple that's maybe sitting on the fence or trying to decide whether the person that they're with is the one for them, and how they can then, like you rightfully said, partner in purpose. Carry that next person's vision, align the two visions together to move forward to build a bigger vision.
Okay, are you saying couple as in the people who are not yet married, or?
So let's do it in three parts. To someone who's trying to find love, and to a couple that's already in courtship, and to people who are already in the mix.
Okay, I think maybe let me just give it to couples. It's yes, the fact that you are married, the love was there, but what you need to do, like as we have already been pointing out, you need to work it out. You need to nurture it. You need to make it work. So there are times where you feel that feeling is not there, but it's normal. It's normal. You need to just work it out. You need just to encourage yourself in your marriage, knowing that God blesses people who love each other, who compromise, like what we have stated before. So to those people, I will say it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Just sit down with your partner, talk about it. Play together. I know with kids coming, obvious, the attention will also shift, whereby you see the kisses are going more to the baby than to you. It's normal. It's normal. But continue encouraging yourself. Continue in a marriage. Love one another. It will work. Those who are Christian, pray together, pray about it, pray about your marriage. It will definitely work.
As for me, I would like to give the advice to the married also. I remember my marriage officer, the counseling that he gave us, like the one statement that he said on our wedding day, it was a little bit cloudy. Then he said, "Look up in the sky. Do you see the sun?" The sun was covered in the clouds. Then we said no. Then he was like, "It's the love is like that in a marriage. Sometimes it seems like it's not there, but it doesn't seem that it's not there. It's the same with the sun. But now when the clouds go, you will see the sun, it will start shining again." So he was just encouraging us to say, in marriage, there are those days or like those dark days that you feel as if this thing is not working, that you feel as if the love is not there, that you feel as if you can get better love out there. I just want to say to someone, just hang in there. The love is still there, it's still within, it just needs to be revived. If you see, like on our posts, most of the times we are going out, we leave the kids out, we are going out, just the two of us. So we see most of the times, like when we are not reconnecting, uh, the home environment sometimes it's depressing, to say you feel like I'm suffocating. So that's why you see most of the times we just look for someone to leave the kids with. We go out there just to reconnect, just to find our feet, just to find our life, to spark that love that seems as if it's dying. And also the other advice that I would like to give to everyone, it can be a single person, just have someone like a mentor, someone that you look up to, someone who is excelling in the area that you want to excel, that is the marriage. Just look for someone who can be your mentor, whom you can imitate, whom you can find guidance from, or whom you can follow. A mentor really helps, like for both areas. It can be in a marriage, it can be even for a single person. Then also for a single person who is looking for love, to how can I bring it out? To boys. You see, mostly like boys are the ones like who just want to test, to say, okay, let me see this one, let me see this one, it's like they are on a market picking a fruit, then saying, hi, it's not good for me, then they leave, pick another one, then they leave. It's not good or on the girl part, like messing up someone's kids. Like what we say, to say there's no one who is born perfect. It's you who is going to perfect that person. So as long as you find someone that you love within, that you feel that there is a spark within, that's the right person for you. You just have to nature to be what you want him or her to be.
Yeah, like what Comfy is saying, find somebody to whom you can look up to, a mentor or somebody who is excelling in that area, especially in the love relationship. Go to them, talk about it. How are you guys doing it? Even listening to this program that Shamiso and Vovo are also bringing in, they are also going to help much. They are also going to help people out there. So yeah, I just want to add on that. Just find a mentor. Listen to these people who are going out of their way to make sure that it can reach every way in the world. It can actually help. Talk about love, talk about it. We have some songs. Sometimes we compose songs, for ourselves. If it was a video of I was gonna send you another song that I composed. Talk about it. It's quite interesting. Just do some crazy, some funny stuff, together. Play with your partner. Let your partner be your best friend. Let your partner be your best friend. Yes, we have got other friends, but let your partner, if you are going to gossip somebody, gossip with your partner. Do everything with your partner.
Right. No, that's amazing. So to our listeners, you've heard it all. Andy and Comfort have given us nuggets on how it is important for couples to reconnect, on how it is important for one to have a teachable spirit. You should look for mentors, people you look up to that can inspire you, and marriages that you can look up to and learn from those people, and also learn as you prepare to get into a relationship, right? Communication, vision alignment. Vision alignment, which is particularly the most important thing that we were talking today about, partnering in purpose. Do your visions align? Are you able to align your vision with your partner to move in purpose and to do great and wonderful things in the community? So thank you so much for joining us on this episode, Andy and Comfy. Catch us on our Facebook page for our next episode, and also catch us on our YouTube channel. I am Yvonne.
I'm Shami.
Catch you on the next go around. Thank you. Goodbye.